The guests and discussions on this show are not endorsed by the show or show host. The content is provided for informational and educational purposes only. Nothing you hear is intended to substitute for medical advice, diagnosis, and/or treatment by a qualified health professional.
Welcome to Health Revolution with V, your integrative health adventure. Welcome to the Health Revolution with V show. I am so excited. We have the most amazing guest on today with lots of great information. Now, remember, if you want to see any of the other Health Revolution with V shows, everything can be found on my website, which is simply eatingwithv.com. That's eatingwithv.com, and just click on Health Revolution with V and you will find all of the shows. But we're going to get on with this show because this amazing friend of mine, Laura Burgess, is on today, and she is the owner of Meet the Future Coaching, and she is going to share some incredible information with us. I'm going to introduce you to her quickly. She is the owner and master certified coach of Meet the Future. She is globally recognized and awarded as a success coach in both personal and professional development. And she is a dynamo. You are not going to want to miss this show. She has 20 plus years of experience in the facilitation of goal getting, not goal setting, goal getting, including in the weight and wellness area, which is a big deal today with 74% of the population being overweight or obese. And she is here to turn your I'll get to it into an I did it. So without further ado, welcome, Laura.
Thank you.
It is such a pleasure to have you on the show.
It is an honor to be here.
Oh, it is my honor. I am so excited. So tell us, I mean, we have so much information, so we're going to dive right in. What was it that inspired you to create the wellness mission, I'm Possible? And tell us a little bit about that, because we were talking about that beforehand.
Absolutely. So what I find a lot when it comes to changing our habits or changing our behaviors and also our mindset is a lot of times you're met with, oh, that's impossible. And so I decided to go on a mission of taking the word I'm possible and turning it to I'm possible by simply putting an apostrophe in front of the I.
I love that.
Yeah. And so the wellness mission I'm Possible came to be almost accidental. It was 2021, and I was a part of an accountability group, and we would meet daily every morning. And I was tasked with Wellness Wednesdays. So we had a lot of topics around it, and I went to meet one of my accountability partners in Las Vegas, and it was her birthday. And so we went for sushi, which I was very jazzed about because being her birthday, we're going to have sushi, we're going to have champagne. And when I said, would you like a glass of champagne? She said, oh no, I'm doing 75 hard. And I said, what's that? And she started to explain it to me while she ordered a water with lemon, which I could not relate to at the time, right? I'm like, okay, this is going to be a fun night, not, right? And so she started explaining it, and that she works out twice a day, and she doesn't eat sugar, or she doesn't have sugar during these 75 days. And she said, you might want to try it. And I said, oh, no, I have no interest in trying that.
Like most people on the planet, I'm not giving up sugar. I don't want to do this or that.
Well, or the champagne, which, of course, has sugar in it.
Sure.
Right? So I said, I have no interest in doing 75 hard, but maybe I could do 10 over medium. Right? And it just became a joke, right?
That's cute. That is super cute.
And so then I went to the Tony Robbins Unleash the Power Within seminar. At the end of his seminar, he has a 10-day vitality challenge. And in my head, I said, oh, it's a sign. I told her I could do 10 over medium. Maybe this is the over medium I'm looking for, right?
Yes.
Well, there were still some elements of that were, I knew I couldn't incorporate them into my everyday life. And I wanted to make sure that I was creating a program that I could follow. I also had 5+ years as a leader with Weight Watchers, not just doing the group meetings, but also private meetings for some of our individual clients. And so I incorporated a little bit of each of those. I took a little bit of the 75 hard, a little bit of the 10-day vitality challenge, and a little bit of the Weight Watchers and looked at what I could live with and created a plan.
Nice.
I rolled it out to my accountability group, and the results were amazing. We all decided that we were going to stick with it, and we did 7 days, and it just because it was a week, it was easier that way, right? And plus I had an event on the 8th day, and I wasn't going to.
I wasn't going to give up my champagne for that day.
Right. And
Yes.
so that it really was inspired just by accountability and by the fact that you have to create something that's easy. And what I love about this is there are no medications, there are no supplements, there are no products, there's no tracking, there's no weighing your food, there's no measuring. I travel a lot for work. It's easy for me. So
Sure.
that had to be the key. And the bonus is you're allowed carbs if they don't have added sugar.
Nice.
So somebody,
I'm a fan of that. Everyone knows that I can't stand sugar and people eating sugar. So yay!
yeah, somebody asked me, why do you allow carbs? Like, oh my gosh, there's
People need
a
carbs.
wellness program without carbs. And I said, because I created it. That's why you're allowed
We
carbs.
need carbs. Our brain needs carbs.
It's true.
Our
Yeah.
body needs carbs for energy. Don't demonize the carbs, the kind of carbs that matter.
Absolutely.
We don't need the rice, but we need the vegetables. So it's just amazing.
Yeah. So I just, we played with it. We got a group together. I was blown away by the results from the commitment. Everybody threw money in a pool, and, there was a jackpot winner. And it is restrictive in terms of items that you can eat, but it's not restrictive in how much you can eat. And really, it's just a way to become mindful about what you're putting into your body. And it really gave us the opportunity to learn what's being marketed to us as well.
Oh, for sure.
So, when I say no sugar or no dairy or any of the other elements of the Wellness Mission I'm Possible, you can turn around an item that you would never imagine has these ingredients in it, and it does.
Oh, gosh.
It does.
I know I am the label Nazi. I literally check everything. People are like, oh, I found this thing. Next thing you know, I'm picking it up and turning it over. I'm like, I just can't. There's so much garbage in everything. It's crazy.
And we're being lied to.
Of course we are.
I mean, and nobody's saying you can't indulge from time to time. I'm a big believer in moderation,
Sure.
including in moderation, right? So,
Yes.
But I do hide from you anytime I see you in public and I have my plate of whatever might be on there. But that's the key
Dang.
is, making sure that you're not habitual.
Right. And that's the key, right? Watching, I think just being mindful. But we have a lot more to talk about. We are going to have to take a quick break, so please don't go away. We've got Laura for some time yet, and we're going to pick her brain. But we'll be back in just a moment after these commercials. Don't go away.
Apex Electric is a family-owned and operated, licensed and insured electrical contractor with over 30 years of experience. No job is too big or too small. With free estimates and a 1-year warranty, Apex Electric is your premier contractor on the Treasure Coast. AAPEXelectricinc.com.
Awakened Mind, powered by BrainTap, is the ultimate relaxation and focus solution. BrainTap helps reduce stress, improve focus, and enhance relaxation effortlessly. Enjoy better sleep and overall well-being. Try BrainTap today at tribelifecoach.com.
Have you been told that you need to cut way back on sugars due to a health condition? Do you find yourself struggling to give up the sugars even though you know your health depends upon it? If you answered yes, my online Hidden Sugars class is for you. Take charge of your health and visit eatingwithv.com and take the class.
Interstate Express Incorporated is your local and statewide 24/7 courier service. Woman-owned and veteran-friendly, serving the entire state of Florida since 1990. We pick up and deliver anything from an envelope to a 5,000-pound load. Give us a call, 772-287-2137. Interstate Express.
Welcome back to the Health Revolution with V show. We're not wasting any time. We have Laura Burgess, and while we have her, we are going to pick her brain. So welcome back, Laura.
Thank you.
We're so excited. Meets the Future Success Coaching. So what do you feel, because we were talking about your program, what do you feel, and I do love it, by the way, Mission I'm Possible instead of Mission Impossible. But what is the biggest challenge that you're seeing with people that are participating in this mission?
You know, I think that probably is one of the biggest challenges is the mindset and what it is that you're capable of or not capable of. And understanding that, and just to give you a little bit more information about the program, it's a 21-day program, which it evolved to. And it's the first week is a little more restrictive than the rest of the program. And then it becomes easier. So what I'll hear is, oh, I'm not going to be able to eat with my family. And, you know, it's just getting past your belief systems, which I'm not going to tell you the acronym for belief systems because you can work that out yourself. But what happens if you don't take care of yourself and then the doctor restricts you permanently from items that you do enjoy with your family? Exactly. So to be able to take that 1 week and do a reset and be prepared and go out ahead of time and get all the groceries you need, it's really just getting past that initial and realize it's a week. It's 1 week.
Well, that's the mindset thing too. I mean, I remember when I had the candida so bad and literally everything came off my plate in the blink of an eye. And I would cry. I cried in the grocery store. There was literally nothing I could eat that I didn't have to take home and prepare, right? So I get that. You know, that 1 week thing is like no big deal. And it really is mindset. But knowing that when you do that 1 week or that 21-day program, everything becomes different, right? Like you don't want to go back once you've.
Absolutely. And when I use the term restrictive, the way to look at it is you are restricting that from entering your body.
Right.
Not that it's restricting you. You take back the control.
That's it.
You are going through it mindfully and you're educated in doing so.
Exactly. Exactly.
And you feel great.
Yeah, it's empowerment.
Absolutely.
It's giving the power back to them. I love that. So tell us some more about what kind of results your clients are seeing. What's happening with the program? What things are, like, would you love to, what are you seeing the most that they're?
Yeah, so sometimes I take people through individually. Sometimes we go through as a group. I find that when we go through as a group, that is way more effective because accountability really is key as well, and knowing that you're not in this alone. But the results that after the first week, and this is for anyone whose BMI puts them at overweight or obese. And just to give an indication, what is considered overweight is between 10 and 15% over your BMI. That's not a lot. And like you said, we have 70-some% of our population that's overweight, right?
Yes.
So if you are deemed overweight by that calculation, then the typical results are losing or shedding, I should say. I like to say releasing because then you're not welcoming it back, right?
Releasing is the best. I love the word releasing, just letting it go.
Yeah, because if you lose it, you might try to find it again, and you don't want to do that.
Nobody wants to lose anything.
Right. So you are releasing 5 to 8 pounds in the first 7 days.
Wow.
That is how effective this is when you follow it. And when you're following it, results are typical. Often you'll hear results aren't typical. Results are typical. And in a 30-day plan, because it's a 21-day coaching program, but you're measured throughout the 30 days, each and every person that has committed to going through the 30 days has released at least 10% of their body weight.
Wow.
Yeah. And I know I focus a lot on the weight because that's really what gets people's attention. But when you look at the different elements of wellness in this, it's your mental wellness, it's your physical, your nutritional, your emotional, and your social wellness as well. They all impact each other. And what I've also heard as far as results is how their skin has cleared up, how somebody's eyesight has actually improved. The energy level is through the roof.
Oh, yeah. And I can imagine.
If I can just share my husband's feedback, he probably won't want me to share this. But
share, we want to hear.
I recall one morning, I was just an Energizer bunny, which I normally am anyway. And I said to him, I haven't even had a coffee this morning. Can you believe this? And I used to have to habitually, again, now I mindfully have coffee. It doesn't control me. I control it. And when I feel like a cup, I have a cup, right? But I don't need it, right? I don't get moody without it. And I said to him, can you believe that, can you believe these changes in me? And he said, yeah. I said, like what? Like, I'm waiting for the compliments, like, you're looking good. He said, you're less moody. He literally said that. And
Wow.
and I looked back and I said, you know what? I really haven't jumped all over him in a while. In the bad way, right?
There you go. It's worth it just to save your marriages. I love it. And it's funny, you said something about eyesight, and I literally had that happen when I went holistic many years ago. And I used to have contacts and glasses. And they got 0.25 better every year until my eye vision was 20/20. It was amazing.
Yeah.
So just things like that are outstanding.
Absolutely.
So any other like things that stand out? Like what's your favorite story out of all the stories?
So my favorite success story of the Mission Wellness I'm Possible is my own.
Oh.
I decided February 22nd of 2023 that I was going to live this. And the reason I decided that, not because I didn't like what I was seeing in the mirror, because I'm one of those that I think I look good.
You look
anyway.
amazing. You look
a lot of
amazing.
people, they're like in pictures saying, oh no, don't post that. I'm like, post it. Yeah, that
She's
looks
like,
great.
take another
right?
one because I know I look good.
But what got me was when I did my blood work, and it was time to have the cholesterol medication conversation with my doctor.
No.
And I looked at her and I said, I will change my habits. And she said, okay, I'll give you 3 months. We'll reschedule an appointment in 3 months. And I said, I need 4. And she said, okay. So we rescheduled it out for 4 months. And that was when I created this as a daily interaction, 21 days. And literally for the first 21 days, I had a group of 10 other individuals that were going through this with me. And so then on the fourth week, that's when you just live the program 5 days a week, and the other 2 days a week, you do whatever you want. After 4 months, I'd already released 25 pounds, and I went back for my blood work, and my cholesterol was reduced by 25% to the point where I was not even borderline needing cholesterol medication at all.
Wow.
So for it literally to go down 25%, it went from like 150 something to below what would even be considered borderline.
Wow. Wow. Talk about an amazing results. We have more to talk about. Don't go away. We do have to take a quick commercial break, but we'll be back in a jiffy. Don't go away. We have more to talk about.
Are you looking for an action-packed adventure? We have unforgettable birthday parties, events, and more. Bring your family, bring your friends, and join us at Port St. Lucie's only paintball park. Call 772-812-0000 or visit invinciblespaintball.com.
Is your insurance company telling you that you have to replace your roof? Nice Roofing is a family and veteran-owned and operated local business. Choose peace of mind and quality work with this Owens Corning Platinum Certified contractor. Join thousands of satisfied customers. Visit niceroofing.com.
At Your Body Bliss, our passion is creating handcrafted bath and body products for your entire family. From our hand-poured soaps and authentic Castile soap to incredible lotions and more, all made with ethically sourced quality ingredients. With love from our family to yours, yourbodybliss.com.
The Health Revolution with V Show is your hub for all things integrative, holistic, and natural health on the Treasure Coast. If you are in the natural health arena and would like to be on the show and or advertise with us, please visit eatingwithv.com and click Health Revolution with V. Welcome back to the Health Revolution with V show. A little bit tongue-tied now because I have all this great information from Laura Burgess with Meet the Future Coaching, Success Coaching, and we're going to get right back to it. So, Laura, can you tell everybody how to get a hold of you, please?
Absolutely. The best way really is my email, which is laura@meetthefuturenow.com. My website is meetthefuturenow.com. So that's fairly easy.
Meetthefuturenow.com. Do you have a Facebook group or Facebook page or?
Yeah, so I have a Facebook page. I have an Instagram page, the usual outlets, of course.
Is it under Meet the Future Coaching?
Yes.
Is that
Meet the Future?
Yeah. Meet the Future. So Meet the Future on Facebook, Meet the Future on Instagram, all those outlets, and meetthefuturenow.com is her website. So that's where you'll find everything. So let's get back to the meat of things.
Absolutely. So yeah, going back to my journey and the what I've experienced from it, that over that course of 4 months, that was, even 4 months ago. So I've kept all that in check. I've kept the weight exactly where I want it. I've kept my cholesterol levels exactly where I want them as well. And so to know that I'm on something that I can live with, and it's a diet. I'm going to say that, like a lot of people say, oh, you don't go on the definition of a diet is what you put into your body habitually.
Right.
So everybody's on a diet. It's just, are you on a healthy diet or an unhealthy diet?
Well, it's a lifestyle. It's really a lifestyle.
And that's what it actually means if you go back to the core root of the word.
Sure, absolutely. Because this fad diet is pills and all that other garbage, but that's not really what it is. Like diet's what we eat,
Well, it makes me laugh because there's supplements that say, oh, take this pill and drink a full glass of water 20 minutes before eating. Forget the pill. If you drink a full glass of water 20 minutes before eating, you're not eating that much anyway.
You're full.
Right? Exactly.
It fills your stomach right up.
Right.
So tell us more about the actual program. So can you give us some tidbits of like what they could expect if they would go through the program?
Absolutely. So there's 5 different items that you restrict into your body during the first week. That tends to be the toughest time, like that week, that day 3, day 4, you might get a headache. Because remember, now you're taking sugar out of your body that's been going into your body every single day. But by day 5, by day 6, these items that, and they're not all bad, like dairy, for example. Dairy's not bad for you. But if you just reset your body and then reset your desires, then because there's no meat the first week. So then, there's concerns over protein, but there's all these different suggestions of what you can do to meet your protein quota for the day. There's different salads and omelets and baked potatoes. Remember, you can have the carbs.
Yeah.
That you can just discover all this new yumminess that you've really robbed yourself from because you've just shopped the inner aisles of the grocery store, which is where all the packaged stuff is, right?
Oh, yeah.
So it's a fresh approach. As mentioned, it also has that physical, the physical wellness. So it is 2 30-minute exercise sessions per day. That could be first thing in the morning. It could be at night. Walking counts, so it's not that hard, but it gets you moving. And then, of course, another very important element is water. A lot of times you're eating when you're thirsty. So it's take however much you weigh and you divide that number by 2, and that's how many ounces of water you want to target each day.
Right. So that is awesome. So I hope that you all have taken away some really, really great information from this. Her program just sounds outstanding. And I love the fact of the I'm possible. Thank you, Laura, for coming out to join us on the show today. Can you tell them one more time about your website and how to find you?
Yes, it's meetthefuturenow.com. And the best way to reach me is either through the website or email me at laura@meetthefuturenow.com.
Perfect. And don't forget, you can watch Laura's show and all of the other Health Revolution with V shows at my website, which is eatingwithv.com. Again, eatingwithv.com. Thank you so much for watching the show, and we will look forward to seeing you on the next episode of Health Revolution with V.